Morning everybody, welcome to Webby Sports Roundup, a midweek special you will never ever forget. I've got him, Geordie Ray, 6'2", eyes are blue, bigger than that, ex-doorman, Newcastle, one of the funniest interviews I've ever done. I've been waiting for it and I really do hope you will love it. There's a lot of bloopers in it. I made some mistakes, as he will tell you along the way. Terry, my number 2, Simon, my number 3, he's going to smash her. You better get ready, boys. Watch it right to the end. Do not miss a minute. You'll have a tear, I promise you. I will see you after the interview. It's a long one, just enjoy. From Webby Sports Roundup. This is it. Thursday afternoon, I have got the man I've wanted, shut it. For the past 7 months I've been doing this, from April the 28th. Evening's going to come on, it's warm. Listen, it's 37 degrees, so if we keep brushing our face, you know why. Big Ray was going to come on the show with me 6 months ago, 5 months ago, but his grandson had a bit of food poisoning, had to cry wolf. Is he okay?
Nice spot.
Right, that's
top
good.
of the pops.
Top of the pops. Right, that's all that matters. Right, listen. He's tuning into Webby Sports Roundup, midweek special. We've done a Macon this week. This is the Geordie boy, all right? This is the one. As I tell everybody, I've got him to there. He's 6'2", ex-doorman in Newcastle. Hey, shut up. He knows everybody in Newcastle, and this is going to get 1 million views. Well, it better, I tell you. I didn't get him on for nothing, because he's missing Joyce outside, and she's going to be watching. Right, first and foremost, Ray.
Webby,
how are you, big man?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
When I say
all
big,
about seeing you.
When I say big man, you are, aren't you?
Your hair's got any like that, has it?
You see what I mean? He always comes back. Listen, we're going to have plenty of stories. This is going to be superb. Right. We always start off when I give an interview to somebody. I want to know their background, when they started going to watch their football club. Was it with dad, mum, granddad? Go on, give us a shout. Tell them.
My granddad.
Yeah, grand.
Aye, my mum and dad looked at the balls when we were kids.
Yeah.
So they were ours. In them days, it was 11 till 3, wasn't 3 till 7, didn't so
yeah.
We spent a lot of time with Nana and Grandad. So my granddad, ex-miner, Sunday dinners, he'd sit there, his brother, my uncle, bachelor all his life.
Yeah.
So we had them as my Sunderland fan.
Oh,
Grandad, Newcastle.
Did you swear there?
Exactly. So I used to sit on this side of the table, they had gone to the club, when the new club, come back, sit, have their dinner, and then they would just argue about football, all that, and I would sit and watch it. And I think I was Keegan, we're saying Keegan, 81, I think, so I'll have been 9, something like that, 9, 10.
Yeah.
And he just says, right, how we're going. But ex-army, ex-miner, fit as a fiddle,
yeah,
so they lived in the Feldon, so we used to walk
yeah.
to Newcastle. It was about a new at St James.
Yeah.
But I'd always want to be there for 12 o'clock, because in them days the players pulled into the car park,
yeah.
and they got out, and you could sign it and everything, and
yeah.
things like that. So that was it. My granddad took us, because I think he was scared in case his brother took us to see there. That knocked us the road.
That knocked down the road. Well, the question's on that one a little bit later on. You remember your first game or not? No. No, I can't remember Coventry.
Can't remember it. Everybody says you remember your first game, your first goal, and I can't remember it. What I remember the most, where we used to stand, St James's Park was a awful end, it was awful good.
Yeah.
And then in the old Milburn, like the Milburn stand now,
Milburn, yeah.
The family end used to be near the Leasers. Well, they started getting the Leasers down and never built it up for years and years.
Yeah.
And it was me and another kid, and his fella had a swing. And you hung it, so the seats were behind you, and he hung the swing on the thing, and we used to stand on the swing and watch it. That's when I was 6 foot when I was 9, like, so I was just keeping being on the swing.
Listen, the atmosphere, I've watched Newcastle quite a bit, obviously, and like we all do in the Premiership, and the atmosphere there is just absolutely out of this world. Did you, I think you used to have a season ticket, didn't you?
Right, I did. I had a season ticket for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And went home away, Mike Ashley rounded it.
Oh, you swore again?
Exactly. And me pal stood up one day, can't remember, man, it was a kid, I can't remember. And we just got up, and I says, right, that's me, I'm never coming back as long as Ashley's here. And we walked out, and I didn't. I never saw foot in St James's Park again until the day after the takeover, when I went to the box office to try and buy a season ticket back.
Well, Mike Ashley
wouldn't give us it.
Obviously, he's bought the ground, the CBS at Coventry now, so we pay him rent. We've got to take your deal. Listen, he's a businessman.
Oh, yes.
End of one, but he's looked after us so far.
He's a bad businessman.
Yes.
How much money could he have made?
Of course.
If he put a little bit of effort in. All he wanted to do was put his cheap shop signs up all over St James's.
Yeah.
But I always kept my membership. So I used to go to away games.
Okay.
When we were in the Europe, and I used to go to a lot of away games.
Yeah.
But the only time I set foot in St James's Park, like say when Ashley, till he left, was for the Rugby World Cup to watch Samoa and New Zealand. That was the only time I set foot in.
Got your black on, yeah. Well, I've wore black today for you. Hey, black shorts, black top, and so I know Dawn doesn't like me in that, but I've got it and what have you.
I didn't recognise you with your white vest on.
I've got them coming back. The Magpies, obviously say the Magpies. Do we know why they're called the Magpies?
I think it's down to colours.
Yeah, down to
I think it's down to colours. Newcastle was formed off two clubs, the Newcastle East End and the Newcastle West End. I can't remember the proper names. And they amalgamated, I think it was with the 1870s, they both had little sides doing that when the football league and everything was stopped.
Yeah.
And they amalgamated to make Newcastle.
Yeah.
Because I think it was Newcastle, I better not say which one it was in case I'm wrong.
I know
this when I got young.
I know you will.
They had St James's Park at the time, the actual park.
Yeah.
They played there, and one of the other teams was struggling, they were going to go and pop.
Yeah.
And they amalgamated, and that's where Newcastle United came from.
Eddie Howe. That's a question I got later, but I'll put him down on my notes. Yes or no? Is he the manager to take Newcastle forward into the Champions League, which you already are, and further and further?
When we got him, I wasn't keen, but shows you how much I wanted Gerrard. I thought Gerrard, big city, big club.
Gerrard.
At the time, because they were touting him around everywhere before he went to Villa, and he'd done all the Rangers. And I wanted him. When they said Eddie Howe, I went, well, he's young, give him a go. But we had Steve Bruce, we had Steve McLaren, we had Joe Kinnear, we had John Carver. So
John Carver,
would take anybody at the time. But when you see what he's done to the players that were already there, the likes of Joe Lintons, Amigos and things, and it's outstanding.
But this will talk at me and Terry, my number 2, yesterday, funny enough, or Tuesday, sorry, and.
Oh, is that him with a funny accent?
Yeah, it's him with the. Is that one you're going to? He's the one.
No, well,
he's the one.
I want to meet him because I will him actually because I've said because we've got them all rattled, haven't we, a little bit?
Yeah, you got.
So I've seen him on since you've started doing this. So me and Jersey decided to get a tin, and every time him and Klopp mentioned Newcastle, I put a quid in it. So I got the Maldives for a month at Christmas. You know what I mean? But I'm not bothered with it. You know what I mean?
Oh, Terry, I told you.
Saudi money, Terry. Saudi money.
I told him on Friday. I said, listen, you pick on my big boy. He would chuck you straight over that. Oh, the fire alarms are going. When obviously you lost, you were winning. Lost to Liverpool. The 3-1.
So wasn't it? Nunez come on, he was outstanding.
Oh, Nunez scored 2 great goals, didn't he? Yeah.
But that's the difference. Where we are 3 or 4 years ahead of where we should be, but we've got all them rattled. They talk more about us than they talk about themselves.
Okay, but do you think the 2 signings, Barnes and he calls him Claire Balding from Everton? Are they world class? Are they world beaters?
You know what I say, maybe when you watch football on the telly, you didn't see it. It was 8 years ago when we used to moan about players getting picked for England.
Yeah, of course.
Till you watch them in the ground week in, week out.
Yeah.
Gordon's outstanding. When he came last season, Newcastle's the fittest club in the Premier League. Their fitness levels are unbelievable.
Yeah, they
and he did the same with Bruno. He never played for the first 4 or 5 weeks when he come. Gordon didn't play for the first couple.
No, he never.
So now he looks like he's out of his depth for the first couple of months. He was outstanding yesterday. Once they get the fitness level there,
he don't just put him in. He says, right, that's what you got to do. Get to that fitness level. Then you got a chance to play.
Stuff. I'd love to see his stats from last night. Sean Longstaff there when Hull went.
I've not seen the game last
night.
This game last night, right? Come on, Champions League. Obviously, I was up here doing the Leeds United blog. Champions League. He took on Paris Saint-Germain. And I think there was a bit of crowd trouble before the game, supposedly.
They had an organised march coming through, and they took them straight through the city centre. But I was going to get it on you, people high and power. A few of the PSG came, clipped some random kid in the but there's 55,000 people there, you know what I mean? I was going to get a few. I was going to get a few.
And the result, obviously watching here, was outstanding. I've got to see the highlights tonight. 4 goals to 1 to beat PSG. I mean...
Unbelievable. And we did beat them. It wasn't luck. They had their spells, and we were just too strong for them. We didn't have Barnes. We didn't have Joe Linton. We didn't have Willett. The players that would have played, more than likely if they were fit. The Sells was in the championship with the captain brought up, outstandanding. Big Dan Burn, everybody keeps telling us he's not a left back. Kieran Trippier, he's best full-back in the country.
You know, sir,
I
wasn't a big lover of him, I promise you, as a right full-back. But as a captain, I think he's turned the corner. I think he's experienced,
honestly,
and he passes it on
to the younger players as well.
He's head and shoulders above everybody there. Just the way he plays, the way he talks, everything. But we signed Kenny Sampson years ago. Not many people remember.
I do.
He was finished then. Obviously, he had his issues with drinking that.
Yeah.
But he came to Newcastle side then, and it was late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
And you could just see it. He was head and shoulders above everybody in that team. With this, you know what I mean? With that just intelligence.
Played for Coventry.
Did he?
Yes, played for Coventry. I met him when I went back to see Coventry last year.
I knew he was there, one player I'd heard of.
Yeah, he played for the Sky Blue Army, just like Stuart Pearce. Stuart Pearce played for Coventry as well.
He was brilliant when he came to Newcastle, end of his career.
We passed them all on. Yeah, we passed all on to the big clubs and what have you. But even in the league, you know, all right, you've won 4, drawn and lost 3. Last game you beat Burnley 2-0. That was a bit of a dire game, but you got 3 points in.
Never with a second gear.
No. And before that, you beat Man City in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
1-0.
I beat them well.
I watched the first half, and Man City were just beautiful to watch. That was it. They had
no
nothing.
shots.
They had no shot. Nothing in the final third.
No.
Did they?
And the commentators were going mad for the Man City or this Man City.
I know.
And we gone, well, hard to be us now.
30, 40 odd passes, but if you can't put it in the net.
Got to go in the net, hasn't it?
Oh, and Haaland was on the bench, so they were saying.
Unbelievable.
They were saying, yeah, but why take him on the net? If you're 1-0 down, even 15, 20 minutes to go, does that mean they don't? And they never brought him on.
That's right.
So you think, why do you take him? You know, what's he there
Especially
for?
when he was whinging about that long coach journey back to Manchester.
Yeah.
The 2.5 hours from Newcastle. He wants to try Bristol in the back of a minibus.
I bet you done that a few times, haven't you? I've been checking a few of the stats and what you've won. You won 4 times in the league, but an FA Cup winner 6 times. But they are a long time ago. It's, you know, we're talking now, you've got to up your game because you've got the biggest owners of football in Britain, haven't you? They're worth, what, 320 billion?
Yeah.
So, are they the ones to take you forward?
Well, they've got to be, haven't they? They've got to be. But it makes no difference if you've got £1 trillion and you've got £1 billion.
Yeah.
You can both buy the same footballer.
Yeah, you can.
It's getting them to come to you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
it. I mean, everybody rants on about this Saudi money and all this, and everybody's a human rights expert all of a sudden. Yeah, still driving around in their diesel cars and getting their trains and flying out.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's right. That's the top.
They are.
But you made it again. You know what I mean? Saudi that. But when they come knocking on the door with a checkbook, we'll have your Henderson, we'll have your Moira Salah, we'll have your Firmino. Not a problem there. That's right. Why haven't they just gone, no, we'll not sell it to you. And your other mate, your number 3. When he was sitting with Terry the other week, the Saudi money and watch how do we now, they're not getting black bags of cash. He's sitting with Emirates on the front of his shop.
Yeah, that's what Emirates.
He comes and watches them at the Emirates Stadium. Where does he think they're from? Honestly, they're good.
So I tell you, getting smashed to bits. I told you it's going to happen, mate. I absolutely told you. Listen, I checked it. You won the Fairs Cup back in 68, 69, and the Inter-Toto Cup. Well, I can't remember that. I do remember, and that was in 2005, 2006.
Grimsby away on a Tuesday night. That one, I was there.
Where? What? You're joking?
In the Tour Cup.
Black and white again?
It was different leagues, whether it was different clubs from the daft divisions. I didn't know how it worked, but it didn't really matter then. We just went wherever you went.
But Terry would come up and you say, Webby, Johnson Paint Trophy, Coventry. We won that. The Sky Blue Army won that.
Newcastle's never won anything in my lifetime.
No.
Nothing in my lifetime.
No,
But we're from Newcastle, so you support Newcastle. But the potential is ginormous. Going back to Arsenal, there must have been 10, 15, 20,000 people over that 30-year hide their season tickets in. And there was always people there to pick them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think we're crowds, 40,000, something like that. They did dip. Dallas 52,000.
Yeah,
they dipped down 40 odds, things like that.
Yeah.
But we're a one-city club. When we do start, look where we are now. Look at last night, the atmosphere. They can build that ground on top of that ground.
Is that right?
And they're going to fill it. They're going to fill it. They reckon people that haven't got season tickets know them members. Obviously, I've got mine in the Grand Bay season tickets. And they've got a membership and they're going online every slot to try and buy your tickets. You're on, there's 39,000 people in the queue, man, trying to buy tickets.
39,000. And they say there's no money.
Oh.
And they all say, it's always propaganda, it's TV, there's no money, and you go down the town, you go, and they're paying £5, £6, £7 a pint, they go like, oh, and there's no money, absolutely boring, isn't it?
To go and watch Newcastle, you'll find the money. You know what I mean?
Of course you will. It's your football club, and they're buzzing, and you do turn out, don't you?
I'll tell you a story when the two got the Charity Shield, we played the Charity Shield, I think we just signed Shearer. I was skinned at the time. No, why I was skinned, but I was skinned.
Yeah.
And I used to wear a bracelet, a Belcher bracelet like that.
Okay, yeah.
And I took it in the pawn shop in Newcastle and he got us 270 quid for it. Right, I couldn't get a ticket, because all the season ticket holders had the tickets. I paid 220 quid for a £17 fee for to get the Charity Shield.
You are joking.
With signed Shearer, we're going to win everything, and I got dumped 4 out, I think it was off.
Was I 94? Yeah. Was he out there? Yeah.
Also, I kept the bracelet. But part of being Newcastle, isn't it?
Part of being a bloke.
No.
But it was your club, it is what it is. It was well spent.
You didn't have any choice. Do you know?
No.
You support who you support.
Yeah.
Unless you wake up in London one morning, you know, and see in the paper who's won more games than anybody else, and decide I'll follow them. Because they're winning a few things. It's easy that.
Man City the second richest.
Yes.
Chelsea the third.
Yes.
And Arsenal the fourth. But this Chelsea mob.
Why didn't they go and buy that centre forward? I'm happy. Why didn't they go and get that? Just buy a centre forward. That's because the world's going good. Chelsea,
they got to.
They've got to. With that, the players that they've got.
The trouble is, they've got 25 squad players, and everyone is a phenomenal player. You cannot keep them all happy.
No,
that's your problem.
Definitely.
They're on 200, 250, 150 a week, and what have you. And if you can't keep them all happy, then.
But he did the Pochettino thing. Do you know what I mean? Great at Tottenham, cracking job. But he went to PSG, more money than anybody else. 3 of the best players in the world.
Done nothing.
And did they finish second in the league or something before he got sacked?
Yeah, but you can't have Neymar, Messi.
No, of course not.
Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe. 3 of them. You can't have. It's like having Ronaldo. You know,
they'll be having on more bench in a couple of years, right? You know what I mean?
Would you have him?
No.
Would you have any of them?
None of them. They won't work, and our team's getting built from the bottom up.
Yeah.
You see it, know the commitment that they've got, the team spirit that they've got. You're going to have to. The likes, I love Dan Burn, but the likes of Dan Burn will get fears now.
Yeah.
Nick Pope, 20 years ago, is England's #1 keeper without a question of a doubt.
Yeah, sure.
They've got to play football now, your goalkeepers. So I think they'll replace Pope. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. It's like playing with 10 men when everybody else is playing with 11 men. We play the high press and their footballers are just, their goalkeepers are pinging it all over. Nick Pope. And you know the sad thing is you're starting to feel it now, Webby, in the ground. Now the ball comes so you can feel the crowd going, oh. And he'll be picking up on that, you know what I mean? But that's what's good. I tell the Bairn he's 11, I'll see all these players, he loves matching as his favourite player.
Is he gone? Where's he gone now?
Saudi.
Of course he has.
Saudi,
yeah, beg your pardon. Yes, he has. Yeah, he was my favourite player. So I love the tricks and all of it.
And he was the only one that was there to get you off your seat.
Yes, he was.
Remember what rubbish?
Yeah.
You give him the ball. There was very little end product.
Yes.
But for them 30 seconds, a minute or so, there was a little bit of excitement with him.
But just because you and I know, it's all about characters, excitement. Whatever business you're in,
definitely.
In a football game, bring him on. You know, rugby, Sam and Gloucester, bring him on and see what can happen. Absolutely. Now, there's a couple of stories I want to go. First of all, you sent me a picture 2 days ago, and I went, oh my God, he's it. And you put a cat. Now, the picture will obviously go on today's show. The picture is you and
Amanda Staveley,
who is Newcastle United part owner.
I think she owns 10-20% or something. She organised the takeover.
That's right, because the Saudi Arabia, they got 80%, and there's another 20.
They've got, I think the Reuben brothers have got 10 and she's got 10.
Yeah. Where's she from?
No idea. No, I hadn't heard of her until the takeover.
Until that. Where did you meet her?
I was at St James's because I was coming over here, so the ticketing system at Newcastle's here where you're...
Oh, it was only just recent then?
Aye.
Oh, okay.
It was just the week before I came here.
Okay.
So all the tickets is on your phone now, so I'm not going to want to give you my tickets so I can just send it you.
Yeah.
But because he's a junior and his season ticket's on my phone,
okay.
I had to go into the box office to get a ticket, and it's a right clot on at the minute. But it's early days, they'll fix it. So I went in, got him a paper ticket so he could go to the game yesterday in Burnley or Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was coming in, she was just getting rid of her, because the box office is there, the entrance to where they're going.
Yeah.
And she was just getting rid of a taxi in there. And I just went, that didn't matter.
But what was your caption? What was the caption?
Well, I had to tell her I was married, obviously, because I could tell her she was looking at us.
Yeah, I'm married, but you can't take me to an announcement show. And you haven't seen my
And
missus.
she was great. I says, Jermaine, she went, no, not at all. I says, the box up, sister. She says, tell us about it. I know, you know, she was good. She was like,
Do you know something? This is when I'm on Google or whatever and on YouTube and stuff. I love all these players that when you come in, want to sign, the cars go into, whether it's Carrington and Man United, you know, just get out your car and sign. They're the ones that pay your money, if you know what I mean. You know, sign it, get a photos with the kids. There's always one or two that, no, I'm busy. Busy doing what? Get out of it. You know, get a life and whatever.
remember when Ashley first took Newcastle over?
Yeah.
And he was in the crowd and having a pint and everything.
Yeah.
And we played Joe Mob doing there in the cup.
Okay.
Coventry.
Yeah, go on.
Beat us up by extra time, I think it was.
We
3,
beat you.
so... No, we beat you.
Yeah, I thought so.
Aye.
I didn't want to
And
say that.
Ashley was in the crowd with the big black kid that used to be like the sort of mind
Oh,
up there.
yeah.
And there was a picture of me in between them.
No.
Aye.
Was
Where
it?
you thought he was the young Messiah, didn't you? He's got a tail with a great and better things. If I seen him again, I'd get a photo with my arm around his neck, but it wouldn't be like that one.
I did say you had a around your neck one day, but yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So I know, tell me about it. So, you got a little video of your grandson that I'm going to put on. So just give me a little story
Well,
about
I
that
seen your thing the other day asking what people are saying things and
Yeah.
about their kids at the match and what
Yeah.
it's all about.
Yeah.
So he's 11, Philip, hello son, Donny, Philip, and I better say hello to Heidi and Livy now.
one. Of that nature,
Aye.
whoever you want to say.
So anyway, I wasn't bothered with going to Newcastle. Ashley was still there 2-3 years ago. He started to play football, he had 9 of age.
Yeah.
Running around in Arsenal, tops Man U, tops PS, you know,
Try and keep everybody
this is
happy.
me good. And he's talking on about going to the match, and of course me being a stubborn git, I'm not going as long as I.
You stubborn?
Yeah. So, and then as soon as Ashley went, I went, and I always kept my membership. You pay 30 quid a year for a membership club.
Yeah.
And so I went, tear the takeover. I went to the box office, they came selling these season tickets up, or they smashing. So I was buying them all over the ground in the Platinum Club corporate and everything, just to take him. And he loved it, didn't he?
Of course.
So, and anyway, that happened, season come to him, and then I had to say to him, son, we've got any chance of getting tickets now, blah, blah. Newcastle released 1,000, and the 1,000 season tickets, that's all the reason. I went on the laptop, we went in a queue,
Yeah.
then I was 25th in the queue, I couldn't believe it, where we should plan, me and him, so I got and I went near to where I used to be, and all where the season ticket was, so we've been dead lucky getting the tickets back, and it's just great. Like I say, on Ashley again, man, the city was ripped apart.
But that little video you said to me, where
Oh, sorry, Maxi.
yeah, that's the one. The
Aye.
Maxi, that's- yeah.
He was in the Metro Centre, seeing Maxim at Big Shopping Centre and Gated.
Yeah.
And he was in there doing it, he must have released some clothes or something like that, and he was doing signings and that. Philip went down, and they had a raffle to win a prize, and he won the raffle to win out you want. That's when he walks up to Maxim.
I saw it, yeah.
And that's his hero in it, and he was like, so he gets that, and then he gets a signed shirt. And then the week after, I sent you another one, the week after, to where we are. He always wants to go and do that. I want to get to the bar. He wants to stand and watch them walk.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And Maxie comes on and gives a kid next to him his shirt and gives him a high five, you know.
Yeah.
And he loves it. He loves it.
Well, we'll have that. Yeah, no, it's so what here. I'd say these people, they haven't got a clue, have they?
No.
That's the same. Now, the big one that I'm gonna give this a bit of a talk to. This is my favourite ever. I go back home to England in May for my grand.
You can choose exactly what you want.
Alright, my son. Right, since you dropped the bollock because you're useless, this is what you've asked us to do. Right, I received your questions that you missed off the end of the video. First, before I start, can you just make sure I've getting the bits in about your number 2 and your number 3? Especially that poor Terry, because he's going to make himself bad worrying about Newcastle. He just needs to worry about his little Mickey Mouse Europa League and just let the new big boys take over the big competition. And anyway, Webby, here we go, son. Favourite current player? For Newcastle at the minute, Fabian Shaw. I wouldn't swap him for any defender in the Premier League. And I'd struggle to think of one I'd have him in the world. Might sound daft, people will laugh. 4 million quid, what a player. Makes everybody alongside him look different class. Favourite Newcastle player of all time? No, now when we did the interview that you've lost half of, I tell you David McCreary and you looked a little bit shocked, couldn't remember who he was. Northern Ireland International, outstanding. loved the tackle, loved getting stuck in. And a lot of kids my age at the time, 80s, used to love him, even though I'd Beardsley, Waddle, things like that. He was the one that used to rattle in. So I'd say him. Second, Peter Beardsley. Probably could have been one of the best players in the world, I think, if we hadn't been banned from Europe. Don't think he gets the credit for England and that he deserves, but he's a legend in Newcastle. 2 spells, absolutely different class. So probably all time, Beardsley's there, David McCreary's the one from being at Bain that used to give me goosebumps. Most hated football club. Well, that's not very hard, is it? This is why I'm so late. I would have done this a while ago, but I've just been watching the comedy show on 27,000 pink seats after 75 minutes against the mighty Borough. Now, I watched your pals one the other day, the Sunderland fan from Newcastle. The Sunderland fan from Newcastle. Maddest thing I've ever heard in my life. But like I say about them, they're not wired up right. So anyway, that mob down the road who's just been battered today off the mighty Middlesbrough. Also up there, Man U. Everybody hates Man U. Everybody hates Man U. Most hated football fans. Again, them down the road, just because I've got to, because where I'm from, but I do it anyway. But Man U fans, absolutely pathetic. Tourists, Carabao Cup final. They win the cup, blah blah, we stay, we have our flags. We're not expecting to win now, we've never won out in my life. Is what it is. Round of applause for the lads, tried their best. We're coming out the ground, me and the grandson, a few thousand Geordies. And these Manx is running past me before they've watched their team lift the trophy. Well, I say Manx. I don't know why they're in such a hurry to get on the tube. 90% of them only live 10 minutes outside of London. So anyway, them as well, as long as the red and whites, as well as the red and whites. What you wrote there? Best ground been to? Europe has to be Feyenoord. I was there in the Champions League when we qualified for the next stage. Beat them 3-2 last minute. Fantastic ground. Fantastic. And the Dutch are as mad as a box of frogs and all. We wanted next to a plastic screen and there was one Dutchman about 6'5", and all he did all day was just run and breathe the plastic screen trying to get through it. Mate, I'm pleased he did. Like, he didn't get through because he was a big old lump. England, Liverpool without doubt. Great atmosphere. For all another a whingy mob, no one the Klopp and your number 2 whining about everything that happens. For this, for that, with a selected memory. They forget how much VAR's done for them. But Anfield, great ground. I was there for the 4-3, the proper 4-3, not the second one. Collymores winner. Devastating, but noise, I've never heard noise like it, apart from us. So I'd say Anfield. Best ground being though. What player would you buy? I'm presuming this is current Premier League players. Madison's the one that got away from me. Like, I think he would have been great in Newcastle's side. The kid looks class. I'm not sure he'll do what he should do for England with Southgate in charge, but he's just, I think he's, I mean, I know we're ranting and raving about Foden and Grealish, but I think the kid's a little bit better. I think he's a step up. He's just got to be played in that team with Bellingham and will rule the world. What player would you buy? What you put? Harry Maguire. Would you have Harry Maguire? No. At the minute I wouldn't, no. Because I think with Botman and Shaw, we've got the best 2 centre-halves in the league. But 3 years ago, I would have snapped your hand off for him. And I feel a bit sorry for the kid. I think he's an out-and-out defender. And I think everybody got carried away at Leicester because he could pass the ball 10, 15, 20 yards. But that's not what he's about. He's a big old lump of a kid. And he wants to defend. I think if he went to West Ham, would have been perfect for him. But you don't get to semi-finals of World Cups and finals of European Championships that I was at with a useless centre-half playing. And he's never ever let England down. But like I say, he needs to go into a club where they're going to defend more than the attack. And Man U, last few years, they don't defend enough for him to show his skill set. Right, that's Harry Maguire. But answer the question, no, I wouldn't have him at Newcastle. Messi, Ronaldo. Now, I know we spoke about this a bit on the video that you lost again. I will keep mentioning that. Must have been all the Heinekens you had beforehand. I was always Ronaldo. Always Ronaldo. I had a little wobble when Messi won the World Cup because I thought that what was missing. But then when I think about it again, Ronaldo's done Spain, Italy, Portugal, England, Italy. This one doesn't count, Saudi. He's went and he's plied his trade in different countries where Messi's just stayed in possibly one of the best teams in the world at the time when he was in his peak. And he went to PSG, didn't pull any trees up. So I'm going to stick with Ronaldo, greatest of all time. Favourite second club was Spurs. My granddad, and I don't know how he did it, used to go to the cup final every year. He used to get some moody tickets off a kid that had a corner shop up here. And he used to bring us a programme back. And the programme, cup final day was cup final day, wasn't it? Everybody was excited. You were around the telly for breakfast watching the players all day. Either BBC One or ITV, deciding which one the adults wanted to watch. And I remember Spurs. And I remember watching the cup final because I had the programme from the year before as a Ben. And I thought, what year was it? 80, 81? So I'd have been 7, 8, something like that, 9. And I remember sitting at the telly with my nana singing Abide With Me, the anthem come on. And I think they drew the first game, and I think it was the year Ricky Villa's goal in the thing. So I always had a soft spot for Spurs, and I think my grandmother got us the strip that Christmas. But like I say, it only lasted a year or two. But I still got a soft spot for them. No, I still look for their results and all. Hate them when we play them, like. But I like the way they've always tried to play football. So Tottenham. Manager, how? Yes or no? Is that what that says? Manager, how? Yes or no? Me, like, I would have said the majority of Newcastle fans at the time, no. Didn't really know a lot about him. Probably took Bournemouth down, but I knew he'd done a great job in being at Bournemouth for years. But I wanted Gerrard, so it shows you how much I know about football. And I just look at what he's done now with the players that we had under the last Muppet, Bruce and that, and what he's done to the likes of your Shaws, your Longstaffs, Lascelles. He's just brought them on and they just look like different footballers. Joe Linton, everybody laughed at Joe Linton, £40 million. I tell you what it is, it would take some money to buy the kid now. And Howe's done that. I think we're the fittest team in the Premier League, and that's where a lot of our success comes from, because there is better footballing sides than us. And definitely, I mean, and I think he'll do well for it. We just need that one cup. Get one cup and we'll see where we're going from there. But again, all we've ever wanted, Webby, team that tried, little bit of hope, all we've asked for. You hear all the other mobs, Liverpool Man U's, your number 2s, your number 3s, saying Newcastle, deluded Newcastle fans. Newcastle fans my age, like I say, have never won a thing. Didn't expect to win a thing. We sing songs about not winning out. But the hope's there now, and you just hope he goes on and does really well. And I think that's it, pal. And now you've got stories on there, but now what we covered in the first 20 minutes and what you want stories about. And plus, I'm back in England this morning, and it's absolutely Baltic, pissing down with rain. And I've got to say to you, Andy, this because you drink too much Heineken and you're incompetent. But anyway, like I said, thoroughly enjoyed it yesterday, mate. I hope this works for you. Let us know if there's out else you want. And I'll see you in the new year. And like I said, just remind Terry, your number 2, to keep talking about Newcastle, because I've got that little jaw quid every time him and Klopp mention Newcastle. Me and Josie's in the Maldives for a month on the back of it at Christmas. Thank you very much. Got yous rattled, boys. And Webby, I hope you've still got the bit for your number 3, sitting the other week about Saudi money this, Saudi money that, and foreign money, Arab money, this money, sitting with a big Emirates thing on there. Emirates. His mob play at the Emirates Stadium. You couldn't make it up, man, the crackers. But anyway, we'll keep rattling them. We'll keep getting them worried. We'll keep saying Klopp, he's toys with the pram with his big dirty in. Bless him. Webby, all the best, kid. Love you to bits. Watch what you're doing, mate. Tune. Right, me mate. Shout outs, finally. I remember you asked us that at the end of it. Again, the one you lost. Little Philip D, my grandson, leg end. Love taking him to the match, love him to bits. Heidi just out playing football, the middle granddaughter, class. And little Livy Chops, brilliant. Jersey, all my pals are Newcastle, and Warmander, there's she. Don't forget Warmander. 2-year anniversary today, Webby, since Amanda came into my life and rocked me world. 2 years today. See you later, pal. All the best, Bonnie lad. We'll do this properly when I'm over. Sorry, me pal, before I forget, I don't know if you could see Share and that in the background. One last thing, mate. I'm not sure if you'll be able to use it or not, but just remember. Cheers, mate.
Well, I'm back. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? Do you have a bit of fun? He's hilarious, isn't he? He's fantastic. After Christmas, he'll be over again in the year. We're going to have another one. So, Ray, thank you, big man, with all my heart. Love you to bits. Absolutely superb. If you enjoyed that, if you liked what you hear, you liked what you see, as I do, please subscribe. It's for free. Make any comments down below and subscribe down below. It is free, as I keep telling you. Right. If you would like to share it with your friends, your family, please do. I know it's a cracker. All you Geordies out there, hope you've enjoyed it. And listen, to you Mackhams, sorry, it's a bit of banter. To Terry and Simon, all a bit of fun. Let's just enjoy it. Have the great 40 minutes. That was, I think, something that nature. And did I make a blue? Yeah, I probably did. Anyway, from me, Webby, from sunshine Tenerife, 35 degrees again. I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care. Love you all. Thanks, Ray.